Hello everyone and welcome back to Formula 1 2017 career mode. We are here for the Spanish Grand Prix weekend in Catalonia. I'm not sure what to expect here. You know, in the past games I've struggled. I haven't really done good here since F1 2013, so we'll see how this race goes. Alright, we're going to jump right into qualifying. You're going to just see the very end of our lap once we get on track here. I worked on the setup quite a bit and it wasn't the best, but you see we come into the last corner, come across the line, go P16. It's not going to be the best lap, but now let's check out where we actually qualified there. You see we're quite a ways down the list, and in the end we obviously do not advance to the next round, and we qualify in the 18th position in Spain. So with that said, we'll see you in the race.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. Sebastian Vettel has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Raikkonen, Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton and Massa, Stroll, Perez, Ocon and Kevin Magnussen, Kvyat, Ricciardo, Nico Hülkenberg and Grosjean, Van Dorn, Palmer, Fernando Alonso and a Toro Rosso, Wehrlein and Marcus Ericsson rounds off the grid.
There's your starting grid. Daniel Ricciardo with a grid penalty to start this race, and I can't show the whole pre-show because I'll get copyrighted by the FIA for showing that whole calendar thing, but this is our first start of the season in the rain, so it should be an interesting one. It's not supposed to rain the whole race, but we'll see you at the end of the grid lap. Formation lap, I meant to say back there, but here we are getting ready for the start. Should be an interesting one. Not sure how we're gonna do, but we can hope for the best. Alright, here we go. 5 red lights. And we are green here in Spain. Right off the bat, I think I'm gonna... Oh, there's just about made contact in front of me, but I think I might dive up the inside. Gotta be a little careful here on the wet, though. Just about get into the back of the Renault in front of us, Hülkenberg. But we get out of there pretty clean. They're gonna check up a bit in front of us. We could try to go to the left of Hülkenberg. We will, and we will clear him. We're gonna move up into 13th. They're gonna make a move to the inside of our teammate Daniel Kvyat, right behind Daniel Ricciardo. Pretty dicey here at the moment. It got shoved off track a bit. Ricciardo's going to go under the Haas. It's going to settle in behind these guys for a moment. Would not be a smart idea to pass them right here. I'll be happy with the top 15. I suck at this track, same as Bahrain and Hungary and Silverstone. Just limping through these corners at the moment, making sure we don't lose the back end and spin the car around. Gotta be easy on the brakes too. Don't want to lock up going into a corner and then you'll just slide right on through. Now I may be starting another F1 series shortly, possibly a Classics Championship. That's certainly an idea I have, but I might do it, I might not. It depends, but yeah, look for that possibly on the channel in the future shortly. Barely on the throttle there out of the corner, just got to be very, very careful. Right off the bat, we're losing some time to the guys in front of us. We might see some engine wear in this race. Certainly Looks like it so far. Gaining a little time on these guys through the second sector, but I think the first sector is definitely a weak spot at the moment for me. It would be pretty cool to get points in this race. I doubt that's going to happen. I think this rain could play into my favor though, so we'll have to make a good strategy call if we want to get ahead of the pack. Alright, coming to the end of lap 5 to start lap 6 right now, and when we are behind Magnussen, I can hear his engine making some interesting noises. You might be able to hear that. As soon as we pull out a line from him, it goes away. We make a little contact with him there, but I would not be surprised to see him possibly DNF from an engine failure. Alright, as you can see, we're coming to lap 10 now. We're going to actually make a pit stop. It was a strategy change suggested by Jeff. And we're going to come in for the soft tires. I mean, we're in a situation where I wanted to take a chance, and Jeff offered that chance. So we're going to come in for the medium tires, I believe it is. And we're going to see how this works. I really hope we didn't switch over too early. Ooh, yeah, I think we might have screwed up. Someone's off track ahead of us there. That is Verline. I'm not sure what happened to him, but I can definitely tell by the way the car is driving that I screwed up big time with the strategy. And we have a virtual safety car deployed. That's not going to matter right now. It looks like our engine is showing some wear now. Yes, it is. Okay, the ICE unit. Got to make sure we're under the delta, but this car is already just a handful to drive. The turnover point is much later now in F1 2017 than the previous game, which is I kind of like. It's much more realistic, but yeah, I thought it was similar to 2016, so we screwed up there. This is going to be a fun handful of laps, isn't it? Lap 14 now. Other drivers have made the move finally to the dry tires. We are in 7th, simply because the AI came in for another set of intermediates, and then they pitted again for the dries, so now we are way ahead of these guys. We just set the fastest lap of the race for the first time of the season, but that's definitely not going to stand. Approaching lap 20 now, we're sitting in 6th. We got Perez right behind us, who's definitely going to have a shot at passing us very shortly. We're going to have to come in for a pit stop shortly as well. And there goes Perez to the inside. He's going to easily clear us. He checks up a bit and we almost hit him, but we're okay. Later on in that lap now, Perez is pulled away big time. And we got Ricardo in 8th coming up behind us. And we got a safety car. Who is that? Magnussen has DNF'd. I said it earlier. I said I wouldn't be surprised if he DNF'd. Probably mechanical. We'll see you when we're going green, I guess. Alright, we're going to actually come in and make a pit stop here. I feel like this is a good time to put on the soft tire. This strategy might work out in our favor. It might not. We're going to find out eventually in about 11 laps time. Or 12 laps time. And we are going to cycle out in the 16th position. So this is definitely going to be hard. But I believe the guys in front of us are going to actually have to make an additional pit stop, so we might have a good opportunity to make something happen here. Alright, safety car coming in this lap. We're going to see what we can do here. We need to hope a lot of people pit, otherwise it's going to be very hard for us to work our way through the pack and get a decent finish out of it. Really, I'm just focused on beating my teammate and getting points. We're going to go to the inside of Alonso here into turn 1. Right off the bat. We're going to easily clear him. Out of the first right-hand bend. We're closing in on the guys in front of us fast. Got Palmer. We love Palmer. Gonna dive up the inside. That was a very late move. There's contact. He deserves it though. I remember Bahrain. You don't get away with that. We still owe him. So if he ever does something to us, I'm taking him out. Getting the sand with the left side a bit. That was not good. Alright, coming to the end of lap 24 now. We are 13th. Got I just about said Sebastian Van Dorn. But Stoffel Van Dorn right behind us. So a bunch of cars are going to pit. We almost got into the back of a Renault. Where's that going to put us? That's going to put us in the 5th position. Alright, we're going to skip all the way to the last lap of the race now. Sebastian Vettel has won. But absolutely nothing has happened, so I've been running by myself basically. A couple cars passed us, but that was it. As you can see, we got many parts on this engine that are now pretty worn. But that's not going to matter, we're going to bring it home. As long as we don't screw up, we're going to have our best career finish ever, which will be 5th. Into the last left-hander, into the right-handers, and we will come home in Spain with a 5th place finish somehow. One of my worst tracks on the calendar, and we pull off a 5th place finish when we thought we screwed up with the strategy. We kind of got lucky with the safety car and were able to pull another strategy call, and it benefited us massively to get us a 5th place finish. I believe this is Vettel's first win of the season.
So, another excellent win from Ferrari. And Anthony Davidson, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
Well, the safety car completely changed the race, didn't it? It's hard to say exactly what would have happened without it, but there's no question that they came out of that situation in a good position.
And as we can see, it's time for the podium. And as the
Both Ferraris on the podium.
Out, there's a familiar red suit making its way to the top step. Fantastic win for Ferrari. So then, it's time to see how this result affects
There's the finishing order. Vettel
P1,
P1, Hamilton 2nd, Raikkonen 3rd. Somehow we were only 2 spots off the podium. You see Bottas DNF there, finished 20th.
I think I'll have to give it to the Toro Rosso driver.
Oh, we get driver of the day once again. That's pretty cool to see. Let's check out the point standings. Raikkonen has a slim lead over Hamilton right now. We are in 11th, which is pretty decent. I forget what our goal is. I think it's 13th. We moved up to 7th in the constructors, so that is also a plus.
It was
But
great
that's
having
going to do
you
it for
with
this
us today.
episode of F1 2017 Career Mode. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more. That'd be very appreciated. Have a good day.